Hi there, my name is Kronenberg and welcome to my channel. This is a film review of Witch Hunt. It's a horror, came out in 2021, it's a 15, it's an hour and 38 minutes. I'm going to read, there's Amazon rating doesn't have anything because there's no rating yet, and IMDb is 4.8 out of 10. So I'll read both synopsises. Amazon is hunted, persecuted, executed. The witch trials come to life in modern day America. Claire and her mother are part of an underground movement that ferries women accused of witchcraft to safety. All is well until a new charge brings the witch hunters to their door. Will they also be charged with the ungodly crime of being a witch? And IMDb is, in a modern America where witches are real, get my teeth in, and witchcraft is illegal, a sheltered teenager must face her own demons and prejudices as she helps two young witches avoid law enforcement and cross the southern border to asylum in Mexico. So the director is Ellie Callahan, who also directed Head Count. Producers, well, there are 17 of them. So the two with producer on the name was Maurice Fadida, Fadida, who produced Bloodshot, and Eric B. Fleischman, Fleischman, who produced Slight. Music was by Blitz/Berlin, who did the music for The Void. Cast as usual, pick the main ones. We have Gideon Adlon, Adlon, who was Claire, who was in Blockers, she was Sam. Abigail Cohen, Cowen, who was Fiona, who was in Redeeming Love, and she was Angel. Elizabeth Mitchell, who was Martha, she was in the series Lost, she was Dr. Juliet Burke. And Christian Hicks, who was Agent Smith, who was in The Marksman as Danny. It was filmed in California, USA. So, sorry if you hear anything meowing, the cat's just come in, he wants food, he can sod off. So, if I watch it on Amazon, obviously, and you tend to hear, you get used to the, the producers, the companies, and all this sort of stuff. The Stein at the very beginning of the thing, and Signature kicked in, and Signature is that one with the signature, and it starts off, it's really quiet, and then it just goes ding. It's like, oh, my eardrums, because I have headphones on, so it's like, yeah, just annoyed the hell out of me when just like not what I want to hear. So it literally, I think this is on the trailer, I can't remember. It starts with a woman about to be burned with guns aimed at her. It's literally the first death in the first few minutes. Thinking, oh, okay, cool. Now we know what's going to happen. Claire actually lives in this this huge place. It's like looking at a hotel. You kind of wonder if it's most houses in America like this. If you're out in your own little not village, towns or something. I don't know. I mean, in the UK, we do it, I suppose, in countries, but not all of them in the countryside are huge. Farmhouses maybe, but not everybody. Anyway, so they're writing an essay based on the US Constitution, and witches at this point were a common thing. And it's not like this weird stuff in our history, where you hear about it and go, oh yeah, back in the 1800s they did this, and they burnt women at the stake and all this stuff, or whatever it was, 1600, I can't remember when it was. But it's just like in history. Well, this is just modern day, so they're just saying, oh, and in the Constitution, the witches are, and you think, oh, okay, so it's just like everyday history. So I've seen this dude, and it turned out it was Agent Smith. Of course, I didn't know at the beginning. It was kind of like the Chief Witch Hunter. So if you ever seen Witchfinder General, it's a good film. It's an old one. Good to watch. He's like that. He's like the main guy. He finds everybody. So you wake up in the middle of the night. It's a dark room. You can't see anything, really. And you think you see something lurking in the corner. Do you squint your eyes, trying to figure out what it is? You're scared. You're frightened. Or do you turn on that 3-light bulb lamp that just happens to be next to you, which lights up the entire room? Bet you can't guess which one she picked. That's the cat again. So obviously I didn't read I don't read the synopsises with these films, and I was like, oh, they're close to the Mexican border, which obviously they were. As the witches were trying to cross them, because the laws apparently accept them in Mexico, but not in America. So instead of the people trying to escape from Mexico into the US, it's the other way round. For once, it's like we're trying to get into Mexico, get out of America. It's so weird. So I'm at the bit in the trailer where they're at the bar, where she's sitting down having a drink, and then she's telling the witch all about this Thelma and Louise. Now I've not seen the film, but I do recall the car cliff thing, the car going off there. Sorry if you've not seen it, but I've not seen the film at all. But she was telling me bits and bats about the film. It's like, thanks for that. But it is in a lot of films, it's the car going off the cliff. And again, I think this is in the, or maybe not yet. But so the girls at school are tested to see if they are witches by pricking their moles with needles or something like that, and counting the sizes of them. I'm not exactly sure, but they're looking for witch marks, and they test them like randomly over the course of years. It's not like just once. And Claire's like having a bad dream. She wakes up in a bed in a meadow with blue flowers floating around. I tell you one thing, my dreams are nothing like that. Mind you, I do watch a lot of horrors, so you can probably imagine my dreams are not exactly happy and jolly. Yeah. So the mark test, the 4 girls were being retested again. It's on the trailer. This bit, it's where the 4 of them are sitting by the swimming pool. So in olden days, if they tested a witch, they'd strung her in water, obviously, and the famous thing was, if you drowned, you're not a witch. If you came to the surface, if you lived after all the drowning and stuff like that, well, you were a witch, so you got burned at the stake. It's a win-win situation for the testers, but obviously they can't do that for the modern day. So they had like air tubes on them, so that they don't drown. In theory. So here's something to remember if you're creating a film, and you got to remember the audience aren't dumb. They do have brains when they watch these things. So say you're going to say to somebody, right, okay, do this. I'm going to count to 5. Right, so think, okay, that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got that. Right, here we go. 5, 4. It's like, wait, no, that's not counting up to 5. I don't know if you know your maths, but that's going backwards. Just a little tidbit. The film overall was actually quite good. I mean, it's a 4.8, so it's not like some of the other films I've reviewed. It's a bit slow in parts, but the stories kept me going. It gelled. Music worked. But apart from those, nothing to do with the musicians as such, the composers, but those annoying bangs when something happens, the door opens, bang, somebody appears behind you, bang, that, not bang, but that music there, do, do. Well, it happens all the bloody time. Oh, look, the door's about to open, do. A witch has appeared, do. So, oh, God, come on. It hasn't scared me the first time, it hasn't scared me the 12th time. There weren't many deaths, I must admit. It was quite tame. I mean, I suppose there was a death. I can't remember, but it wasn't exactly. We never saw it. It's kind of like somebody died. I didn't see it. I'll just have to take your word for it. Well, I'm actually going to give it a 5 instead of anything lower. I think I kind of enjoyed it. It kept me going, and I enjoyed watching the entire film. So I think that's always a bonus if you watch these things. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed watching and listening to this film review of Witch Hunt. Please subscribe to my channel. I've got plenty of other film reviews, quite a lot of horrors, so you might find some interesting ones there. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Leave a comment in the comment box below. Have you seen this film? Did you enjoy it? I don't know. Some people probably don't. Obviously, that's why there's a low rating, but it's not that low. Okay, well, thank you and goodbye.